now known as Meta, has been long criticized for the delay in publishing the human rights report it commissioned in 2020. But it's out now and the Meta is still facing flack. What is the big issue and why is the tech company being criticized? After turning a blind eye to the human rights situation in India for years together, Facebook has finally released a report tracking hate speech and how it has contributed to stoking tensions in Meta's biggest market in the world. But the report and its contents are too little and too late. Many have called it mere lip service. The Human Rights Watch has called the report selective and said that it does not bring us any closer. In 2020, Facebook had commissioned the law firm Foley Hoag to conduct the Human Rights Impact Assessment. The motive was to understand the company's role in spreading hate speech and inciting violence in India, which is the biggest market in the world with more than 400 million users. On January 3rd, Amnesty International, Human Rights Watch, India's Civil Watch International, and some other organizations wrote to Facebook expressing their concerns over the delay. The letter stated, there is an epidemic of hate speech and disinformation on Facebook's platforms in India, particularly targeting Muslims and other minority groups. The current perception is that Facebook is not committed to respecting rights in this case. But let's look at what came in this report, which was long overdue. In the summary released so far, Meta noted the potential for Meta's platforms to be connected to salient human rights risks caused by third parties, including advocacy of hatred that incites hostility, discrimination, or violence. The assessment, it added, did not cover accusations of bias in content moderation. In its report, Meta said it was studying the India recommendations but did not commit to implementing them as it did with other rights assessments. The report said Meta platforms provided users with essential information and facts on voting and also enabled important public health updates. But it failed to mention the misinformation campaigns during the early stages of the COVID-19 pandemic. Meta had committed to platform safety and integrity in India and had devoted considerable energy in recent years to promoting respect for its users and to protect user safety. And it just overlooked the fact that last year it was discovered that Facebook was used to spread hate speech in the country. Talking to Reuters, Meta Human Rights Director Miranda Sissons pointed to the United Nations guidelines cautioning against risks to affected stakeholders' personnel or to legitimate requirements of commercial confidentiality. She also added that the format of the reporting can be influenced by a variety of factors, including security reasons. On a side note, why was the world looking at Meta and their human rights assessment in India? There are reports that say a former Facebook employee and a whistleblower, Frances Haugen, had told authorities in the United States that Meta took little action despite being well aware of the anti-Muslim narratives being promoted on Facebook in India. Reports say Frances had even cited internal company documents referring to fear-mongering content which was promoted by the RSS users, groups and pages. And in a series of articles called the Facebook Files, the Wall Street Journal has exposed Meta's delayed response to multiple human rights issues that were being caused using the company's platform.
If you like this video, then like, share and subscribe to Mirror Now.